But guys, moving on, as I've said at the start of the podcast, we are on the road to DC fandom. We are less than 10 days away from DC fandom. And as we've been building up to it, guys, we've been getting a lot of tips and teasers and little hints from studios, who's going to be there. Obviously, Andy Muschietti, Zack Snyder's had his say. But a surprise came in the last 48 hours. Rocksteady Studios have been very quiet since Arkham VR came out. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago now. They came out with a shock teaser, and it was a Superman with a target on his head. But if you look closer enough, guys, you saw Suicide Squad. So yes. This was an absolute shocker, guys. The last few months, I recorded a podcast. I'll link it in the description below on YouTube, guys. If you have a wee look at it, I said we'd heard that Rocksteady Studios were potentially working on a Suicide Squad game, but we've heard this Suicide Squad game, guys, for years and years now. It was supposed to be over at WB Montreal. Now it's at Rocksteady, but now it's official, guys. We are getting Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. What do you think?
Dude, I cannot wait. I'm hoping that it's got similar gameplay to Arkham. I have a feeling it will. First look. Sorry, Vinnie, man. I'm just really excited about this one. But first look, obviously looking at the Superman picture, it's like, oh man. So I guess. Because here's my thing on Superman, it's going to be almost impossible to make a video game about as Superman as the hero in an open world game because he's just too powerful. The map would have to be endless. So making him what looks like the antagonist of the game, but it's also like, which Superman is that? Because he's got a purple tinge to him. So I'm like, oh, dude, is this Bizarro? Is this Superman that's just been messed with by the Joker a lot? Kind of like what's going on here? I'm so excited. I'm going to play this game for hours and hours, and I'm going to lose a lot of time when it comes out. That's all.
Oh, you go, Vinny.
Do you guys think it'll be connected to the Arkhamverse?
I hope so. Well, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. It would probably take place in between, I guess, the games because there's so much in the Arkhamverse that sort of happened that you can't get back from. Like, spoiler alert, everybody, Joker dies in the Arkham series, but does he? Who knows? Because he's the Joker. But yeah, I don't know if it would be possible, but I would hope.
I mean, that game, I feel like it's going to be great. I've seen the 4 pictures where they made Wonder Woman, The Flash, so they're probably going to bring in Captain Boomerang, that one, which I would hope so. Superman, maybe it's like an Elseworld thing where it's like, okay, they got to go to Earth 2 or something like that.
I think this is so exciting, I think one thing that we've complained about for a long time, I've spoke to Andy about it before, is DC don't use their IPs. And we've heard stories the last few months that AT&T are maybe looking to sell off the gaming division of Warner Bros. And I'm just like, no, there's so much potential there. They haven't even touched the minimum bit of potential in what they have with their video games. Of course, we've got the Marvel Avengers game coming out. Looks okay, I played the beta the other day.
Yeah.
A bit glitchy, okay? But these Justice League, Suicide Squad, and why not Justice League next year? We're going to have James Gunn for the Suicide Squad. Why not bring these 2 mammoth teams together on the screen? I don't know what the story's going to be. It's a comic book game. There's going to be some crazy, out of this world, mind-boggling idea of why the Suicide Squad are trying to kill the Justice League. I can't wait to play as these characters. Of course, Harley's established already from the Batman Arkham games. I hope that the game is canon to the Arkham games because a lot of the characters we're going to see in the Suicide Squad have already appeared in the Arkham franchise. We do know that WB Montreal, they are working on a Batman game which people are saying is a soft reboot for the Arkham series. Nothing's official at this point. That game's rumored to be called Gotham Knights. But what characters, guys, what characters do you want to see in a Suicide Squad video game? Come on, let's play. Come on, what characters?
Oh, I think this game is going to be great. I wonder what version of Harley Quinn they're going to use. I hope they get Tara Strong back, or maybe Arlene Sorkin.
No, that's out there. I think we're going to get Arlene Sorkin back at this point, but I hope so. We can only dream.
I feel like I'd love to play as, I don't know. I know it's kind of like a lame thing, but I just I dig Deadshot. I think he's awesome. I'd love to play as a Deadshot character, but kind of, not like a rogue from the team kind of thing, but just kind of goes off and does his own thing. I feel like that would be a cool thing for the game. I feel like I'd love it if they could set it up like Knights of the Old Republic. Do you guys remember that game for Star Wars? Yeah, so you just it's same kind of gameplay, but at the same time you can make different decisions throughout the game that affects the outcome, that affects your character. I think playing a game like that with a character like Deadshot would be fucking awesome. I'm sorry, can I swear? Is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, cool. But yeah, that's where I'm.
Yeah, well, for me, like, we have to have Deathstroke in this. After his appearance in Arkham Origins, after that epic battle in Arkham Origins, he was wasted in Arkham Knight, which is like one of the major disappointments with that game. Yeah. The fact that Deathstroke came back and he was, left a tank battle was heartbreaking for me personally. Yeah. But it'd be fantastic if we had him in this game. Captain Boomerang as well, he's a mainstay in the Suicide Squad. He's got to be in there. I think we saw a tease of Killer Croc. If you guys watch the teaser they released for DC Fandom,
Yep.
I think briefly you can see Killer Croc. Whether or not that will be attached to this game or a potential Injustice 3, I don't know, maybe the Batman game, but just that tease, that Killer Croc looks badass. No matter what platform, what game that's coming on, I'm playing as that Killer Croc, guys.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Looks good. I always get worried when they put characters like that in because, again, going back to old school video games, and this isn't really fair because it's been like 20 years and technology's gotten better, but the Spider-Man video game, when they put in, what the hell's that character's name? The crocodile version of the Spider-Man villain?
Is it Lizard or something? No?
Yeah, it's Lizard something or other. And that just looked like shit. But again, it's been like 20 years, so I'm sure, times have changed in terms of technology. So yeah, man, I'm just excited to play it. It can't come out soon enough.
Yeah, we'll get speculated dates on this until next week, until DC Fandom. We can't give anything official, guys, but I think people are saying late 2021, so I would expect just to get a short CGI trailer next week at DC Fandom. The Batman game, I expect, I hope we'll get actual footage from the game, as people are speculating that game could still make the fall of this year. Whether or not that happens, I don't know, but I expect to at least get a trailer for the Suicide Squad and hopefully get to talk with Sefton Hill and the guys at Rocksteady, find out what is actually going on in this game.